a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
And yes, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for spending some time with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, always helping you win in any of your real estate deals, your buying situations, related to all different categories of business and finance here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Almost 11 years on air in August, and we are excited to have today's lineup here. Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy, going to talk about some Memorial Day specials that he has, classes, and also the US CCA. We have Nick Shriver coming in, as well as Doug Clark. And as always, we've got Alex Black Belt Lima in the house. Alex Lima, what's happening with you, man?
What's up, my brother? Always good to be here.
Yeah,
Always
buddy.
good to be here, rocking and rolling in the Bay. Best place to live and play, right?
That's right. Best place to live, work, and play, man. Real estate's still a good market right now. You have a scenario where there's, some challenges, but, overall, man, there's no better place to be. Where would you want to be besides Florida? And then inside of Florida, man, you got Tampa Bay right here. And Thomas King, give us a little teaser what you're going to talk about today, my friend.
I'm going to talk about all kinds of cool things that's going to get you ready for this Memorial Day and the election and what's coming in your direction this whole year.
Yeah, that's a loaded statement there. What's coming our way? Ooh, man, who knows? Well, we finally we got a debate, at least, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, will people see that? I don't even know.
Who knows?
Do people even watch debates anymore?
I like to watch them.
I think they're interesting, but I don't know if it deters anybody's vote anymore. I think they're already set.
Yeah, I think there's a group of independents out there in the middle that are kind of like, this guy
Kennedy,
Yeah.
I think that may be it.
Yeah.
Is he going to be in the debate?
I don't think they're going to let him debate. He doesn't even get Secret Service cover.
That's terrible.
Is that right?
Yeah,
you didn't hear that?
They won't let him.
He's the first. I forgot who
major candidate.
Yeah, who's the first major candidate to be denied when you ask for Secret Service protection? Because once they know that you have an interest in running for presidency, they're supposed to provide you with protection, and he was denied it for whatever reason.
What's scary is I don't get it either.
Yeah.
So what's up with that?
That is crazy. That's pretty wild.
You got your own protection.
You got to look into that.
Protect
I'm
yourself.
a first responder for myself.
There you go. That's right. I got to give a shout out to our friends over at Brio Tuscan Grill, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Brio means lively or joyful, and it's always a good time when I go over there. Say hello to Chef Oscar Ramirez and Joey, the general manager. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Try out the salmon fresca. Excellent food. They've got great steaks, burgers as well, happy hour specials. Brio Tuscan Grill, International Plaza Mall. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, a couple of hot listings from the Platinum MVP team, Keller Williams Realty. We've got one in Old Archer Road, 3101 Old Archer Road. This one's one block down, or about a mile down from Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, where the Florida Gators play their football game, their foosball games up there. Pre-construction pricing, you're getting 10% off of retail now if you buy pre-construction. Lindsay Rhymes and her team, our team up there, Deanna, they're at the model there. So this is pre-construction pricing for luxury condos. There are some penthouses available still, Thomas. I think you might be interested in one of those. But you got floor plans ranging from 1 bed, 2 bed, and 3 beds and 3 baths to two-story penthouses with plunge pools. Now, EB5 approved community as well. So these visas, EB5 visas, are a really cool way for people to utilize that program. Just 1.5 miles from the University of Florida, Shands Medical, Butler Plaza, and more. Resort-style living in Gainesville, Florida. Pre-construction pricing for a limited time. Archer Place, Gainesville. We got multiple units available. This one here is 3101 Old Archer Road, Unit 209, Gainesville, Florida. Of course, all the best finishes. Beautiful property in Gainesville, Florida, where all the Gator fans at. 6101 Bayside Drive. This one is in Newport Richey, Gulf Harbors. Beautiful $1 million listing from the Platinum MVP team. 5 bedrooms, 3 bath, 3852 square feet. Bring your boat and you hook it up at your own private boat dock right in your backyard. So you've got your boat there. You got a wood-burning fireplace inside the home. You're having parties. You're cruising out into the Gulf of Mexico. You're going fishing on the weekends or the weekdays. Go fishing whenever you want, right? There's not a bad day to go fishing. You got to monitor the tides anyways with that and the moon. But upstairs, completely remodeled, sliders, balconies, 2 HVAC units. Beautiful property here. 6101 Bayside Drive, Newport Richey. You can see all of our listings at PlatinumCoastalElite.com. PlatinumCoastalElite.com. All right, Thomas King, I know you, speaking of those saving our ass overseas, all these veterans out there, you do a lot for the veterans in the community and also over at Florida Firearms Academy.
Yeah, the one big thing is we're sponsoring the 5K with the VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars. That's honoring our heroes. That's going to be on May 25th. If you would like to sponsor that, there's still time. If you'd like to run in that, there's still time. And if you'd like to volunteer for that, there is still time. You want to go to the VFW, just go to Google the 5K VFW race in Oldsmar. And Oldsmar there, you're going to have a great time. They put together a lot of stuff. And the USCCA will be out there with us as well.
That's cool. Who is USCCA?
So United States Concealed Carry Association. The president just flew down from Wisconsin. I was up there not that long ago. That's how in touch they are with you. When I reach out to them, they call me right back. Their attorneys will call me back. If I have questions or answers, they will call me back and make sure I'm well taken care of. They came out, asked us if we need anything. They wanted to check out our facility, see what we're doing. But if you have a firearm, I would highly recommend getting the USCCA insurance. You can get it through us. You can get it through just online. You could just go anywhere and get it. And it's basically, if someone breaks into your house, they're going to cover your attorney's fees right there. If someone comes in and you have to use a firearm or deadly force, a bat or something, they're going to be there right there to represent you, as long as it's not premeditated. You didn't go after someone and try to cut. But people have tried to do that, believe it or not. They got this insurance and they think they can go out and do stuff. And no,
Vigilante
they're not going to cover
style.
you. Exactly.
Well, you know, we had County Commissioner Wostel on last week, Joshua Wostel.
Great guy.
And we had talked about you a little bit too. We mentioned you, and he was mentioning that the Biden flights, you know, these illegal flights coming into the country, Tampa was number 3 on that list.
What?
A lot of people don't realize that. And there was also a double murder homicide. Was it a murder suicide, Alex? I can't remember, but
Down
it was
in like Riverview.
It was in Riverview.
Yeah, right here in our own backyard.
Yeah.
You know?
That's sick. You know, they probably want to go to Walt Disney World. Is that why they brought them here?
That's it.
Well, why do they bring them all to Tampa? Because we have a hub here or something?
Yeah, it's a
To
big
piss off
city.
DeSantis.
You
know what I'm
it
saying?
is.
Like but you
Because
know,
they're more of a red state.
you know what it is.
They can
Yeah,
hide in
right.
the shadows, you know, a little bit more in a
Right.
bigger city, I think. That's probably the strategy there.
Huh.
And they may have some allies where they give them jobs or whatever.
Is anybody held accountable for this, or is
Not
just
yet.
all good?
November 5th is when we hold them accountable.
I think this is what we teach. Like, I was talking to these teachers the other day with these people that go with these teachers and speak with them. They said the kids today in these public schools are way out of control. They do the F-bomb at them. They scream at them. They wear whatever they want. They don't do their homework. And I said, well, what happens to them? They said, nothing, absolutely nothing.
There's no
that's what
repercussions.
exactly like we're teaching our kids today and the people. Yeah, you can go out, steal, and get away with it. Not here as much in Florida, though. I mean, you're going to do that in Florida, you're probably going to get a bat to your head. But most of these states right now don't do anything. They don't prosecute. Don't take them out.
And it's more of just it's not a domestic threat is what a lot of people think. They're just thinking, oh, this is just domestic. It's stuff going on. Listen to what Ted Cruz said.
Well, Ben, that's right. And what we're going to talk about in today's podcast is something that you will not see on the news, that is not getting covered anywhere, which is the direct involvement of communist China and communist Cuba in the anti-Israel, anti-Semitic, anti-American protests that are happening across this country. And this is, look,
and they got proof of that. They got proof of where the how the influence is being peddled in the schemes, and we're naive to think that this can't happen in our own backyard.
Is this just to destroy our country?
Create chaos, yeah. They want to create chaos. They want to create division,
It's
division.
ridiculous. And everything we do, and even when they want to have scientists back. Did you know that 97% of scientists will agree with you if they're funded by you?
Right. There you go.
That's crazy stuff right now.
Yeah.
It's just, you don't know which way to turn right now. And I just saw some commercials that a friend of mine put out just for fun, and it had celebrities on there that he changed their voice and make it sound like them.
Oh,
and,
the deep fakes, yeah.
And I don't know if that's is that illegal now? Is it, or
No,
I'm sure it will be coming up.
It's almost encouraged. They want to promote this. Oh, we have this new technology. It's so amazing. Watch what we can do. No, it's horrible and it's absolutely terrifying.
You don't know what's real.
Nobody watched Terminator, apparently.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Nobody paid
man.
attention, dude.
Right.
It's dangerous and it's very pernicious, especially when you think about the seniors. Think about all this technology
man.
and stuff, and how the seniors are kind of caught up. At number one, financially, they're getting screwed because of the interest rates. How they kept, the Fed kept the rates so long for so long, that really so low for so long, that really hurt the seniors. And then you have all these different deep fakes and the technology. I mean, they're hurting because they get text messages. I even get confused. I'm like, wait, is this real or not?
Right.
Yeah.
You have to do less and less work now in order to scam people, and that is terrifying.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Emails, text messages, I get them. I imagine if the elderly saw this, they'd fall for these scams.
Sure.
And, plunk over a lot of money to these people to get them off their backs.
No doubt.
Or thinking they're part of the FBI or CIA. Oh, you have to pay this fine. And they do.
Yeah.
But they want you to go to Publix and buy some gift cards. When you see that, people, make sure you know that's a scam.
They're trying to wash the money. Whenever they wash
Right.
the money up front, it's a scam. We're talking with Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy, right here in Tampa Bay, longtime friend of the show. And he's got a great academy over there. They're teaching classes. They've got shooting ranges. And you can try out some really cool guns, too, right? You can go in there and rent guns and try them out.
That's what we do. All our members, you get to try 70 pistols, rifles, shotguns, or full auto machine guns. That's a little upcharge for that one, but all the rest of them are going to be free for you, and that's why we want you to try them all so you know exactly which firearm you want to purchase. You don't make the wrong purchase. So many people, and it was, kid you not, again, last week someone came in, no, it was actually yesterday, came in with this crazy gun, this lady, this way overpowered gun, and someone sold it to her for, I don't know, it was probably $1,500, $1,600, when she could have just bought a really good $400 or $500 gun that she could actually use. This one, she couldn't even hold it up straight. If you can't shoot, you can't sell a lady a 44 Magnum that doesn't know how to shoot, and she's in her 60s or 70s. I don't know.
She's walking in there like Clint Eastwood or something with the big old.
And they're like, "This is what you need, ma'am. You one shot with this, it'll take their head right." No, that's not what. They can't shoot it. It's not gonna. It's just
worthless.
a paperweight.
Little hand cannon.
Exactly.
Well, I remember we went training with my daughter. You had her shooting on the little 22, and
Absolutely.
just to learn the skill set, right?
That's all. I still use a 22. It's the same exact thing. It's just a lower caliber. Once you get to the higher calibers, you want to save your money. You're going to do the same exact thing. So,
right.
And then when you go back to a competition or something, you're going to use the regular caliber. But that's just how it is. And you know what? People coming over to our store this week, they're having a hard time. There was a lot of detours and all that. Coming over here, we were just talking about it. There was 10 billion cars out here. And you know
Traffic-wise?
We were saying, does anyone work anymore?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah.
You just went to New Orleans. Was the traffic crazy?
It actually wasn't too bad. Luckily, we have a pretty good interstate system between here and the three states that we cross.
But it only takes one. It takes one accident, one stop where
One
everybody's
little thing.
rubbernecking.
I just went to Orlando, and it was a nightmare.
That's the worst, I-4 and all that.
I mean, it's on a Monday.
Terrible.
How is this even possible? Does no one work anymore? How did all these people get off?
They had some protesters on the road a couple days back, too.
Oh, is that what it was?
They had some.
Maybe in
Florida. The
Florida.
Protesters protesters were
I don't think they learned their lesson
on
here
the way
in
to
Florida.
Disney. Yeah.
Florida people don't play that game. They're like, oh, yay, there's some road bumps right there. So, do you ever see that show WALL-E? Was a cartoon. There was all these people on this cruise ship.
Oh, yeah. It was
that was a
depicting the future.
spaceship. Yeah, and all these people became really fat, and because their food was fed to them, they didn't walk anymore. They all became very large, and that's what we're talking about right now. If you're not working, if you're not doing anything, when you have pain, that's what makes you grow. And if you're just going to sit there and being complacent and have everything fed to you, and you're gonna get out of touch with reality, you're gonna get out of shape, and you're not going to be able to defend yourself or the people that you love. So. Yeah. We offer a large line of classes, 40 different ones. If you want to come in, check it out. You can pick your own instructor. There's 20 different instructors. We go home defense, pistol, rifle, shotgun, or competition or sports shooting. Let us know what you're looking for. We're the largest academy around.
I love it.
In a safe environment, too, where you're getting educated and not just doing things just to pop off guns. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. All right, Thomas King, more with Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Feel-good story of the day, also really good feel-good story here. We got a college senior, when a college senior couldn't find someone to watch his baby daughter, professor lends a hand. Find out about that and more coming up here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show.
All right, we got Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy, in studio with us, as well as Alex Black Belt Lima. A couple of hot listings for this segment. We've got 5642 Egrets Place. This is a beautiful home, Newport Richey, gated community, quarter-acre lot, 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, almost 3,000 square feet. Just a gorgeous property. You have a fenced-in backyard, a brand new pool with a waterfall feature, pavers. You got multiple balconies, got a water view across the street, waterfront clubhouse, heated pool, lighted tennis courts at 5642 Egrets Place, Newport Richey, Florida. One of my favorite listings right now. Beautiful, beautiful property. 18522 Gulf Boulevard. Here's your beach property, guys. This is your beachfront on the beach. You walk out, you're on the sugar sand beaches and dolphin-filled waters of Pinellas County. It's 18522 Gulf Boulevard, Unit F. This is in Indian Shores, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,000 square foot beachfront condo. Very low HOA fee. It's around $250, and you can short-term rent this beautiful beachfront property, Gulf Boulevard, Indian Shores, and you can see all of our real estate listings at platinumcoastalelite.com. This is God's country. Quick shout out to our friends over at Replenish IV Solutions, longtime friend of the program, replenishivsolutions.com. Check them out. They've got multiple locations. They can come to your home or your office. replenishivsolutions.com. Let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. All right, Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy. What else you got going on, man?
So I wanted to let everyone know our Memorial Day sale has started, and what we're doing is $259 for 1,000 rounds of new ammo. And for members, $279 for non-members. Memberships will be on sale. We're doing our Cerakoting and laser engravings will be discounted. Pistols, rifles, and shotguns, selected ones, will be at a price we can't even mention on the air. You'd have to go in. We'll post it all up as well on our website at ffatampa.com, or you can always give us a call at 813-221-FIRE.
$279 for 1,000 rounds
for non-members, $259 for members. So normally they were going for about $350.
Wow!
And we brought it down. And believe it or not, 9mm just went back up. So get it while you can, because we're not going to offer it this price again.
Heck yeah! Yeah, that's awesome. Again, we are in an election year, Thomas. What do you see happening out there? I mean, it seems like there's a constant threat against it. What's the latest legislation? I mean, they're always throwing these things out there to see what will stick, and they're always misnaming AR. Oh, it's an assault rifle. No, it's a Armalite rifle or whatever,
yes,
right?
It's an Armalite. That's who actually invented it, and it was made for hunting. So, even when the Army got that, and it wasn't a full automatic, it wasn't an AR-15. They had the M4 that over there. They actually didn't like it at all. They thought it was a piece of junk, and they didn't want it. So, but they adopted to it later on, and they did some changes to it. But we have the civilian version where you have to pull the trigger every time to make it shoot. Unless you are an FFL and you do have these things, you can own a full auto machine gun. It's the common mistake that many people think you can't own a suppressor, but many of our members and all of us have suppressors. You can get them through Florida Firearms Academy. We do all the paperwork, all that good stuff, and we take care of it. You can shoot it every day until the government sends you your tax stamp. And right now, some of the tax stamps are coming back within 2 weeks. Normally, it was taking 6 to 8 to 10 months.
Wow.
And right now, the turnaround time's been just a couple weeks and about 4 weeks. So hopefully this will stay. They're going to press it to go a little bit faster. I don't understand why it's not. You can't take it home the same day. It is a hollow tube. Yeah. And that's what makes your gun a little bit more quieter. It doesn't make it to where you can't hear it. And people are scared of these things. It's a hollow tube. But you can come into my store and buy 1,000 rifles and pistols and take them home today as long as you have your concealed weapon permit. But you can't buy a hollow tube and take it home today. Yeah. So that's why it's terrifying.
Yeah, and these politicians, too, a lot of times when they're talking about this legislation or, they don't even know what they're talking about when they start talking about bump stocks and these, and the rule they just changed. And didn't that get changed back, that law that changed?
The bump stocks?
No, bump stocks, no, you're talking about the AR pistol brace.
The pistol brace.
Right. Yeah, but for silencers, they think it's some evil thing. It's to protect your ears. Yeah. So if everyone at the range had them, we'd be so much happier, and so would the people in the range. They would be so much quieter. It's just like putting a muffler on your car. Do you want all the cars to not have mufflers and be so loud around the street?
Right.
Maybe that would protect you. You know that there's a car next to you, but
one thing that's incredibly bizarre about all this is their argument always when they want to get rid of things and ban things is it's like it's for safety. It's for safety.
That's always.
But everything that makes a firearm more manageable for the person trying to protect themselves, a brace that helps you to be more steady and not just randomly spray. And you know what I'm saying? Your silencer to protect your ears, or noise reducer to protect your ears. But for safety reasons, you can't have it. But it's what makes the weapon more manageable, so you aren't hurting potentially an innocent person.
That was a bill that was actually put through the Hearing Protection Act for silencers. And they shot that down. No way, you can't have these evil, deadly killing things. It's a hollow tube. It cannot hurt or kill anyone. So it's kind of ridiculous that you can't have these things.
Well, almost everything on the left is backwards, right? I mean, you think about the backwards. They'll say a protesting is it's their right for free speech. No, it's not. That's you're burning buildings, your peaceful protest. And then they'll flip it also when it's a conservative, talking. Oh, your speech is violence.
Well, they don't identify as backwards, Brandon. So don't.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. A couple minutes left. What else do we need to know, Thomas King?
So if you want to come in and sign up for a class, you can go on our website or come into the store or get to know some of the instructors. We take you all the way from beginner to becoming a grandmaster. If you want to become a grandmaster, if you want to be the baddest of baddest, be able to shoot really, really fast, we want to teach you how to do this. We're going to teach you how to shoot 4 shots, center mass, and under 1 second. We're going to teach you move and shoot, multiple target, mandatory reloads, malfunction drills, shooting in the dark, clearing rooms, all kinds of stuff that you can take. You get certificates for all these. You actually learn how to do stuff that will really defend you and your family if there's any kind of possible outbreak or craziness in the world, which I guarantee you there will be again, and it probably won't be that long.
It probably won't, with all these illegals coming across the border, and you have the different, it's starting now. What they're doing is they're starting it up on the campuses, and it's going to balloon. It's going to snowball into something, right? You just get that feeling, don't you? I mean, it really, you feel that feeling.
If we're letting everyone protest, everyone come across our border, letting everyone do whatever they want, our election year coming up is going to be a madhouse.
It's going to be insanity.
Yeah, it really will. Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy, FFAtampa.com, FFAtampa.com. Check him out. Go say hello. Follow his social as well. They're always giving away cool guns and other equipment. Check him out. He's got that special on ammo. Florida Firearms Academy right here in Tampa Bay. Longtime friend of the program. And Thomas, thanks for coming in, man.
Always my pleasure.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and talk with Nick Shriver, Decorating Elves. He's got a great local company here. Again, talk about supporting the local economy by supporting the Consumer Quarterback Show and all of our expert contributors coming up here as well. Plus, grad student story. We've got a really cool story about a college student who couldn't find someone to watch his baby daughter. So Professor lends a hand. We'll be right back here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you've been listening to the phenomenal Brandon Rhymes, the consumer.
All right, we're back here in studio. We got Nick Shriver coming up, Decorating Elves on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And before we do, we always like to feature our real estate listings live on air. Strategy is to help our sellers sell faster for more money, maximize the exposure and profit on the sale of your real estate. That's our highest duty to our seller is to maximize that exposure, get you that maximum profit, shorter marketing period with less headaches. And that's the strategy, and that's the goal. 4809 Portland Manor Drive. This is a beautiful property right here in Tampa Bay. It's Newport Richey, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1912 square feet, 55-plus community heritage lake. You have hardwood floors, natural lighting, large breakfast nook, primary walk-in closets, and it's complete with built-ins. And a beautiful property here in Tampa Bay. No backyard neighbors. 4809 Portland Manor Drive, Newport Richey, Florida. Another one of our beautiful listings. And you have the amenities with a heated pool clubhouse, bocce ball, shuffleboard courts, tennis, and pickleball courts on Portland Manor Drive, Newport Richey, Florida. 7325 Skybird Road, Unit 399 in Bradenton. This is on Skybird Road, Bradenton, Manatee County. 399 is the unit number, that is. And it's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, 1-car garage, 20 square foot condo with lake views. You have lots of updates in this property as well. Granite countertops, wood cabinetry, stainless steel appliances, some ceramic tile in there as well. Beautiful property. I love the chandelier. The amenities is really cool. 81-foot lagoon-style community pool, heated pool, clubhouse, fitness center, catering, kitchen, and more at 7325 Skybird Road, Unit 399 in Bradenton. And you can see all of our listings at PlatinumCoastalElite.com. And a quick shout out to our friend over at Heights Soft Wash, Ramin Kazami and his team. They do a great job. Ramin and his team have cleaned my home. They've cleaned a lot of our real estate properties, residential, commercial. They can clean your property too. HeightsSoftWash.com. Check them out online, HeightsSoftWash.com. Let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers. All right, Nick Shriver, welcome back into the Consumer Quarterback Show.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, buddy. Yep, good to see you again. And that family vacations and all that stuff going on this time of year. A lot of good stuff happening out there.
Yeah, so school's getting out it's right around the corner. So all those commuters out there, man, be prepared for school being out. Hillsborough, Pinellas, it's happening within the week.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of that's coming up, man. Summer's coming up for those families that have kids.
More traffic and more.
I mean, I know you guys were talking traffic a little earlier in the show. One of the things I like about going into May, June, July is traffic usually starts to calm down a little.
Yeah.
Although it's been a lot thicker than it used to be in the past.
Yeah, exactly. We do have a couple of new roadways too. This east-west expansion over there off of 19.
Oh, I love that, man, because our facility is located right across from the St. Pete Clearwater Airport.
Yeah.
So finally we got these, construction out of the front of our building, and now we can jump on and be anywhere significantly quicker. Nice. As well as, I was coming across the Howard Franklin today on the way to the show, coming in to do the live show, and it felt like that there was some improvement happening, right? It looks like it's still going to take a little while, but driving across, I was like, this feels like there was a few changes. It feels like they're a lot closer to being done. If there was a way that I could get all those guys together and buy them around, I would, man, maybe speed up the process a little bit.
Yeah.
But you see those guys out there working hard, putting the time in, and it's getting closer, even though a little bit of it's frustrating.
Yeah, I hear you. So tell us a little bit more about your company, Decorating Elves.
So Decorating Elves, we're an outdoor lighting contractor. We're known for our holiday lighting service. So a lot of people hear about us. They go, oh, they're just a Christmas lighting company. And as we are probably the best Christmas lighting company in the Tampa Bay area, we're also an outdoor lighting design, install, design, build company. And what that means is if you have outdoor rooms and you want your residents to look great outside, you want to get those outdoor rooms beautified, we can do that for you. So a lot of people in the residential setting, they live in the house, they have lighting in the house, you have things that make your kitchen look beautiful, your living room, all of your bedrooms, all the rooms that you spend indoors that have a ceiling over them all have some form of lighting to enhance your nighttime experience. Well, when you go outside, a lot of properties lack that lighting. They lack the ability to use the entire property all the way up until you're done with it, so at the end of the night. And so having outdoor lighting, including those rooms, the porches, your lanais, your pool areas, your yards, maybe your sitting areas, maybe your structures like your gazebos, your patios, all those kinds of things, even all the way down to your dock if you happen to have one of those, all of those can have outdoor lighting added to them that enhances your usability as well as enhances your beautification and makes it so that you can enjoy that lighting more. So the ability to put lighting into your outdoor room, the ability to add lighting to those key areas can really enhance your usability, enhance your beautification, and as well as enhance your value. So all of those things are great. Those are the things that we do, and we do that year round. We also service and maintenance existing systems. And one of the things I was going to let your listeners know that are out there is we actually have a promotion going right now. And if somebody is going to call in and mention that they heard us on this show, the Consumer Quarterback Show, or they could email us through our website at www.decoratingelves.com, or they can call us through our local number at 727-474-2628. We'll give them a 10% discount from the services that we provide them. So that's all they got to do is call in and say, hey, I heard you on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We listen to it regularly. We'd like to take a look at your services. we'll give them that extra promotion because we feel like the listeners that are dedicated to this show that are here in the local area, providing services and taking care of local businesses should get the extra reward. So we want to help them with that.
Appreciate you doing that
Absolutely.
for our audience. Yeah, if you just joined us, we're talking with Nick Shriver, Decorating Elves. Is his company right here locally in Tampa Bay, and you talk about the outdoor lighting, the value that it adds, the safety that it adds to the home. I love when I pull up at home and I'm happen to be coming in when it is dark out, and just to see that beautification that your company added, Nick. It really just adds that extra dimension, the usability, as you mentioned, the safety side, the appreciation from a real estate perspective. When you're talking about $1 million listing and $1 million homes, it's almost expected these days to have that natural or that outdoor lighting so you can take a look at and accentuate those beautiful natural features on a home.
Absolutely. And, we just did a little bit of a study recently and recognized that $1 million mark in the residential housing market is becoming more common. It's becoming significantly more common in the Tampa Bay market. Good, bad, and indifferent, however you may feel about that, it is becoming a more common thing. And so in those higher markets and in that with people are coming in and wanting to make those purchases, you need to have a few of those amenities if you want to sell those things. And this is one of those amenities. And one of the things that my customers tell me all the time, and, besides, hey, you guys did a great job. Hey, your technicians are really amazing. Hey, this is really great. One of the things they say is, I wish I would have done it sooner.
Right.
I didn't realize how much I was going to enjoy it. Right. I get that a lot. Like, and it's almost like they're surprised or they're shocked. They're going, I didn't realize that just illuminating my backyard or illuminating my front yard, I was going to get so much value from it. I look out my screens or out my patio into my backyard every night and it's dark. I go, I don't want to go out there. As soon as we illuminate it, we show the lighting all the way to the back edges of the property. Yeah. You go, hold on, let me go check that out. Let me spend a few minutes out there. Let me enjoy it.
Up the oak trees, the palm trees,
absolutely.
the gazebos.
You're hanging out in the back porch. You're looking in. And the thing about hanging out on the back porch at the end of the day when the sun's gone down is that it really helps calm down the body, the mind, the soul, really helps you appreciate how great it is to be alive and here on this earth and, being able to breathe this air, being able to enjoy the benefits and all the things that God created for us. Yeah. We're able to enjoy those things. And a lot of times you put the phone away, the TV's off, and you get 60 seconds. Maybe if you're lucky, you get a lot more. And it's just something about that decompression. And lighting helps with that because it says, hey, welcome outside. Yeah. And being outdoors, you get to enjoy the space, the natural environment. We love it. I mean, we love the natural environment. We love that we can help people with that. So those are things that we try to key in on and really help. So, there's more than just like, oh, hey, there's some lighting there. There's a lot that goes into having and enjoying your life, making your home space better, and extending the usability into the evening. And granted, we're going into June, and it's still getting, like, the sun's going later in the day. Yep. We're starting to get warm. I mean, it's still, though, a lot of people use it all the way up until late part of the night. And that's when it starts to cool off. It's when it's enjoyable. Yeah. So, people should take care of that. Let me ask you a question.
Have you know who Aaron Rodgers is, right?
Absolutely, the quarterback.
Of course,
NFL quarterback.
I think he's probably going to retire. I haven't heard for sure.
Who knows?
But he was on a podcast, so I'm going to take you we're talking a lot about lighting. Mm-hmm. I want to take you to something that he did, which is the opposite. And if you imagine doing
Absolutely.
this. It's called a darkness retreat.
Retreat.
Listen to this.
What's a darkness? Is it a
retreat? Yeah,
retreat.
Well, you're just in a room about a third of this size probably, with a little bathroom, bathtub, and can't see
nothing.
Can't see anything. He says.
You start hallucinating like I did 5 nights, 4 days. You start hallucinating like on the third day because your brain starts, the DMT starts getting activated.
Is it hard to text in that environment?
Yeah, very hard.
No. So you're actually in total darkness.
Total darkness.
I don't know. What about you, Nick? Would you do a darkness retreat?
Well, I'm a lighting guy, so absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, we do everything we can to see the light. I mean, let the light shine in you, let the light shine in me, man. You know, like.
Well, I think the whole thing is like sensory deprivation, Alex. Isn't that what they call it? Like where you do like a sensory deprivation?
Yeah, so I've actually done that. I'm a fan of it. I've done a sensory deprivation tank a couple of times, and I'm a fan of it. But that's not sensory deprivation, though, because all you're taking away is your ability to see. So that means all your other senses are going to start freaking out. Your mind's going to start freaking out.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in a sensory deprivation tank, like your ears are submerged in water, you're floating, you know, so even your body, you
I've
feel
done those
weightless.
float tanks.
Yeah.
Where it's got like a high content of salt and you're just kind of like floating.
Yeah, but so sensory deprivation tank, like you're floating, so your body's like essentially weightless, and your ears are in the water, so there's not all this excess noise. Because even if you you know, if you try to meditate, if you listen, that we're never in pure silence.
Right.
Because even in a room, you'll hear the air conditioner kicks on.
Something, yeah.
Or something, an old house creaks or something, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, darkness thing for 5 days. What's
5
wrong? What's wrong
man.
with that guy? That guy ain't right.
Well, he said he was contemplating retirement versus not.
Yeah, that's the way
retirement.
to do it. Sit in darkness. There you go.
Yeah, he's you know, but yeah, I mean, I think there's something to be said for taking some time away, trying to shut the cell phone on and just collecting your thoughts. Because if you think about it, how many times do we actually do that? Stop. Boom, the phone's in the other room, whatever, and you're just literally like in silence, right, with your thoughts. I remember Dr. Wayne Dyer talking about that a lot, but yeah, it's not for me.
I'm a big, Wayne Dyer fan, but I have to tell you, like, if Aaron Rodgers would just like buy an amazing lighting system, he could just sit on his back patio under the lanai and just kind of turn the phone off and shut down and enjoy the natural environment without having to do, a dark room or whatever you would call it, right? So,
well, how does he get in touch with you, Nick?
Right. So, so 1-800-MY-LIGHTS, MYLITES, or www.decoratingelves, that's decoratingelves, ELVES.com. And you can call our local number, too, at 727-474-2628. Love to talk to people.
Yep, absolutely. Reach out, support the local economy by supporting Nick Shriver and his team and his company. They're longtime friends of the show, and they do a great job. So, Nick, appreciate you coming in, man.
Thank you. Thank you, guys, and have a safe ride home.
Yeah, man.
All right, coming up, Doug. Our feel-good story of the day. We have a college senior couldn't find someone to watch his baby daughter, so his professor lends a hand. There's our feel-good story of the day coming up. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show.
Ours Creole, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show, Pinellas County. Ours Creole, excellent food. You got to check them out if you haven't been there before. Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, excellent food. Let him know the real estate quarterback sent you. We're going to be talking with him in just a moment. Before we do, we always like to do our feel-good stories. This one is a really cool story here. You got a college senior, couldn't find someone to watch his baby daughter, so the professor ends up lending a hand. 26-year-old college senior student Wayne Hare, who's a father to a 5-month-old daughter, was struggling to find childcare while attending classes when he asked his mathematics professor, Nathan Alexander, about bringing his daughter to class. Alexander not only allowed it, but also offered to hold the baby during the lecture so Hare could focus and take better notes. And another student captured the moment. They shared it on social media, praising Alexander for his compassion and dedication to his students. The college president also commended Alexander for his kindness and leadership, highlighting it as an example of the values upheld at Morehouse College. So there you have it, our feel-good story of the day. I love that picture. He's got the baby kind of held in one of those little slings on the front of him. So kind of paint the picture there for you. The baby's kind of being held there as he's still doing his lecture, and then the student can take better notes. So there's our feel-good story of the day. Doug Clark, Ours Creole, how you been?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, I'm just blessed and highly favored, my friend. What's happening over at Ours Creole?
Well, I got my hands full of grouper right now. I'm putting it away and talking to you on the phone.
Nice. Okay. Good deal. I like it. So we're going to have Alex and the team over there later on for our event, and looking forward to that, doing some networking. And I've been building up the flavor for them in their mind. I'm so like, man, just wait till you taste this food, this New Orleans style food.
Yeah, we got some stuff picked out for you guys. We're going to take care of it. Remember it's rib night tonight, so We got some ribs that we can throw out there, throw down, and yeah, it's gonna be a great time, man. It's gonna be a beautiful day. It looks like clear skies and sunny out.
I love it. I love it. And walk us through a little bit of the menu. Give us a little teaser of what we could find there at Ours Creole.
Well, we got we still get oysters. You know, everybody's worried about oysters in the summertime and this and that. It doesn't matter. Listen, we get our oysters from the Louisiana side, fresh coming off the Mississippi, so it stays nice and clean. You know, they're great oysters. We grill those guys, and we do a little one that we got right now. We make smoke our own blue cheese, and we make a little blue cheese dressing, and we do a chicken fried oyster on that. So we take a little chicken breading, you know, we fry our oysters, put our homemade bacon on there. We got some pulled pork we're working on tonight, and man, the butterfish grouper. We got some smoked lobster artichoke bechamel sauce with some panade fried triple tail. So we got some great stuff, you know, from Florida, Louisiana. Awesome seafood, great steaks. You know, it is what it is. We're running it. We're running and gunning.
Man, I tell you, one of the last times I was in there, it's been a little while since I've been over there, but man, it was so good. You had that bone marrow with the steak, and you put the bone marrow right on top. Oh, that was so good, man.
Yeah, we did. So we'll get the canoe bones, and we'll cut them in half, and we throw them on the smoker, a little bit of the herb oil that we make, and some fresh salt that we grind here in-house with some fresh herbs that we grow right outside the restaurant. And, you know, that's what we rub the steaks down with, roll it, and we throw that marrow on the smoker for, you know, we get that thing cranking pretty hard, and, you know, and we put it on there for about, you know, I guess close to an hour just so it kind of melts, and we'll pull some out. We'll make a little butter out of it. We finish the steaks with that, and then we'll serve it right on top of the bone that it was cooked. You know, a lot of clean flavors, you know, normal flavors, you know, there's no added, you know, anything here. And it's just, you know, it's a great little dish. Super, just super simple on the preparation on our end, but, you know, make the value of the plate is like, it's huge. You know, you pay $100 somewhere else, but here, we're going to take care of our people that support us for the last, 4.5 years.
Yeah, the value there is what's, to me, it's like, how can you make it taste this good? And the value is just so awesome. We're talking with Doug Clark here, Ours Creole Smokehouse, Tarpon Springs, Tarpon Avenue. You got to check them out. They got live music on certain days. The food is always just on fire, just great food, wonderful ambiance. And now, Doug, I'd like to talk a little bit about, economic conditions, things like that. We've talked in the past about the different supply chain, things of that nature. But I remember also you said you had some reps come in one time, and they were trying to pitch the idea of having robot servers to you. Have you seen or heard any more about that?
No, I haven't, but I do know. So I believe it's Chipotle or something like that. We were talking about it once before. I can't remember which one. It's one of those chains, but they are using a robot that they had made for them to peel and core avocados for their fresh guacamole. Which to me, I don't know if anybody's made hundreds of pounds of. I used to we ran a Spanish restaurant out of one of the resorts that I had, and we made everything fresh in house, and we made guacamole every day, and I'm talking like a full case, 48 count, where this guy sat there.
That's a lot.
And was smashing avocados all day long, and it's just like, wow, holy crap. So that part is cool, but to sit there and you come into a place, we're a small house, right? We are a house. We bought this place. It resembles, you go to New Orleans, you see a lot of these corner lots in downtown or the French Quarter, the Marigny, all that stuff, And there's a lot of houses on these corner lots, and it just it resembled what, when I seen it before we bought it, it just looked like what you would see in New Orleans on a corner lot in a little busy, a little hustle, section of the city. And, to come here and experience, you're not going to walk in Ours Creole Smokehouse and get that home vibe, that home-cooked meal, what Mom used to make on Sundays. You're eating it on Friday night. You're celebrating a birthday, and do we want, what is that movie, Rocky 3, where he buys Uncle Paulie the robot come out and singing and dancing? Come on, get out of here.
Yeah. I think that was Rocky 4, but yeah.
Rocky 4.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where we're Apollo, right? Apollo, either way. So anyway, so we're not going to get that here. And I don't, some people might be in somebody's cup of tea, but, for a sit-down dinner, we're old school here. We want you to experience, we're going to talk to you. We know your name. Our logo resembles Cheers, it's what Mom and I love to watch, before she passed away. And, that's kind of like that Cheers where everybody knows your name, the theme song. You walk in and Norm, hey, you want. We know Debbie Cost. We had a table that just came in today at Six Top. They've been out of town for a while. Their phone number popped up. It was Debbie. We knew her. She said, hey, where you been? She said, oh, it's just so nice to hear, people that recognize and remember that know that we're back in town. So that little stuff goes a long way on our end. Hopefully our patrons appreciate that, too. We're trying to
That's right.
Include you in our family.
Ours Creole Smokehouse, Tarpon Springs, Doug Clark, longtime friend of the program. And, just excellent food. You got to get over there if you haven't visited them. You are in for a great treat checking them out online as well. What's the website, Doug?
hourscreole.com, www.hourscreole.com. Check it out. We just did a brand new reboot on our website, some beautiful flyover videos, some pictures. You'll see a whole gator that we smoke on there, all kinds of cool stuff.
Some smoked gator. Ours.
Yeah, small gator.
Ours Creole. Get some smoked gator over there.
All
right, Doug. We got to let you go. Thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate you.
See ya.
All right. Hey, another great show. We had Thomas King, Nick Shriver, and Doug Clark on the program today. Alex Lima as well. Please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. We'll see you here next time on the Consumer Quarterback Show. ConsumerQB.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon.